So incredibly tragic for that family. But as you heard, apparently the target was not anyone in the home, but the home itself, because it had this elaborate doomsday bunker, which was, when they built the home, this was one of the things that they built along with it. And the irony is, you build something like that to protect your family, to save your family. And in this case, it ended up being the motivation for some deranged person to come into the house firing the gun. Really a tragic story, but let's get to the bottom of it, because there's several different layers of this I want to talk about tonight. Let me bring in our guest. Joining me, Los Angeles, California, forensic psychiatrist, trial expert witness, and columnist, Dr. Carole Lieberman, with us as well. Okay, Dr. Carole Lieberman, some words really jump out to me there. He was willing to do, by any means necessary, get himself into that bunker. He had done some surveillance of this and had attempted to get to that bunker by digging a tunnel to access it. And when that didn't work, he was basically content with going in there and just killing everyone that was in his way. These are disturbing facts, obviously. What do they tell you about his mental state at this time?
Well, when we first learned about this case, it seemed more clear-cut that, yes, indeed, so it seemed that he had a mental illness. At the last time we talked about this, I said maybe first break schizophrenia or drugs, and that he was, desperate to get to this bunker and so on. But then, since then, there have been lots of other things that have come out that make you wonder just how relatively innocent, or how it was not just about getting to the bunker. If he was doing all this surveillance, for example, like supposedly he was keeping track of who sleeps where and what time they go to bed and all of that. So he would have known, for one thing, when he climbed up that scaffolding, whose room he was going to get into. This question of, was it pre-planned? Like, in other words, how much was it psychotic? How much did he know what he was doing, and how much really was it a psychosis? And then it's turned out that there was another crime that he committed in 2020, where he stole $13,000 worth of equipment from the driver's license bureau so that he could make fake IDs. And the thing that really gets to me is that his family turned him in then, and they sent DNA to the FBI, and which still hadn't come back. The results hadn't come back, but he confessed to that. And his mother, as we know in this crime, has said, my son is mentally ill, and he was just desperate to get a bunker, and he's been hearing voices, feeling that the CIA is after him, and so on. But why, since from 2020 to 2022, the mother couldn't have gotten him any psychiatric help?
Yeah, that's extremely troubling. I think she said she tried to, but couldn't. I don't know what happened there in the interim, but as a result of all of that, we now see what happened here. Dr. Carole Lieberman, I'll give you the last word here. What do you think would have happened if he had been successful in this alleged plot to take over this bunker?
He might well have stayed there for a while, but then he might have gone to get his mother, who he lived with, because it was supposed to be for his friends and family. But I just want to point out one thing. In terms of his mental illness, people who are mentally ill aren't necessarily unable to figure out surveillance and so on. And he went to the University of Hawaii on a scholarship, an ROTC scholarship, where he was studying bioengineering. So before he went downhill, he ended up leaving the university. He was discharged dishonorably from the army and so on. He had a falling out from being a cadet of the week, as a matter of fact. So if he was studying bioengineering, he has this kind of obsessive compulsive way of being able to do surveillance and so on.
Dr. Carole Lieberman, always great to have you on the program. Appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.